starting at Parkersburg High School, Lucie Cline is signed with West Virginia Wesleyan to play basketball. Lucie only spent 1 year at PHS, but played a crucial role in the Big Reds' state championship win. In that state title game against South, Lucie had one of the best games of her high school career, scoring 12 points and grabbing 14 rebounds. She joins a West Virginia Wesleyan team that went 18-7 this past season, including an impressive 11-0 record at home and 15-6 in the Mountain East. Though Lucie only spent one short season with PHS, she formed strong bonds with all of her teammates.
And like Coach has said in like all of his interviews, whenever we lost at the Greenbrier, that just like fueled us. And so after that, like I feel like we really connected on like a deeper level and really like tried to see each other as much as we could. And I feel like that really changed the way our team just was.